Good morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss School Global Independent Network Marketing Training number, Independent Business Owner. Yeah, what am I thinking? Swiss School Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 66 on Wednesday, November 19th, 2014. And look at this lovely hairdo I got. Haven't had time to comb my hair this morning.
I was actually going to point that out.
Yeah. You know what, guys? Hey. This is real, okay? So deal with it. It's a busy life here. We got what, 2, 3 businesses going on here. Got things to do. Got tied up this morning. I didn't just get out of bed. No, I did. I've been up for plenty of time here. I've just been so busy. I haven't had time to go comb my hair yet. So that's where we're at. Anyway, good morning, John. This is going to be today. We're going to talk about chapter 2 of the Own Your Life book, and which is your training manual. So we're going into basically step 2 of the training manual. We've gone through step 1, chapter 1, and just want to say good morning to John, and I'm going to go ahead and probably run off and comb my hair real quick. So take it for a second, John.
That's funny, Paul. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Hangout. We're really excited about what we're doing here this week because we've been going over the Don Falia Own Your Life Plan book, which is our system. And again, for those of you who are maybe recently joining us, we've gone over the introduction and we've gone over chapter 1. And we're going to get into chapter 2 today. And for those of you who've been on these Hangouts with us all along, I encourage and I also hope that you've been following along and reading your book. And if you don't own the book yet, no big deal. You can get the first 4 chapters on a website called ownyourlifeplan.com, which was one of our tools. So that's something else to get yourself familiar with if you haven't done so already. And one other thing I can add in there is if you don't own the Own Your Life Plan book, well, guess what? As members of Swiss Gold Global, we can go onto our website, our Swiss Gold Global website, and order a copy of the book for $10. Do what I did. I ordered 6 copies of the book. I ordered 1 for myself, and I ordered 5 extras for my gold ships. And every time I recruit someone into my business and they show promise and they show that they're on their way to being a gold ship, I present them with a book. And guess who I presented a book with? The guy I'm about to turn it back over to because he's a gold ship and he's going to get us into chapter 2, Mr. Paul Romero. And he looks a lot better now. I see he's got that hair fixed up, and I think he's ready to start training us today. And by the way, Paul, excellent call on Monday. I love the review of chapter 1 you did, and I'm real excited to get into chapter 2 with you here today. So I'm going to go ahead and get my giant copy of the book out and open up to my notes. And actually, this chapter begins with the Napkin Presentations, which are really awesome. And I'm going to turn it back over to Paul here so he can get us started, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm just, okay. I think you guys might be able to see this. Okay, cool, good. So here we go, yeah. I just want to throw something out there real quick. What's holding us back from going in this business? None of you guys really realize right now that anything's even holding you back because we're just getting you started in here. This is your beginning of your training. We're just having you read and learn right now. But trust me, when you get out there and you start doing this, you're going to find you've got things holding you back. And I just want to let you know that the first 59 videos that we've shot out here are all about what this is that's holding you back, and it's your conditioning. Okay, so it's everything that you know, have learned, have seen, have experienced throughout your whole life that has created who you are today. And unfortunately, through no fault of their own, most of the people that have conditioned you have done it the wrong way. So that's why the first 59 videos are in place. After you get a little bit of training going on here, you're probably going to want to go back, start going through all that stuff, because it's going to make a difference in how you see these videos again the second time around and really get you going too. So what is the purpose of chapter 1? It's the ability. The purpose of reading and studying and knowing chapter 1 is to give you the ability to direct a conversation towards network marketing. That's the purpose of chapter 1. You have to have that knowledge. You got to be able to shift the conversation. You got to be able to say, hey, Joe, you check out that game last night? Yeah, that was awesome. All right, great. Yeah. Hey, you see that guy on the sideline wearing all that gold? Yeah. Yeah, what a big old thing of gold around his neck, right? Yeah. How'd you like to have that much gold? Yeah, you know what? I mean, I got to tell you about this thing that I'm getting into over here. It's network marketing business, but it's based around gold. You ever talked about network marketing, or you know anything about network marketing? And boom, you're into a conversation about network marketing. You have all those facts to back you up. Just that quickly and easily, you can get into a conversation like that. So that's what the purpose of chapter 1 is. From there, you can just say, like I said, you can use that knowledge and you can have a conversation there. And me and John will probably do one of these. A conversation like that here on the video, kind of see it live. So what we're going to get into, like John said, is the napkin presentations. In the book. Huh?
I just want to throw in one note just right before you get into chapter 2. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in on what one of my biggest takeaways of chapter 1 was, and it's just basically to add on to what you said about being able to be educated and knowledgeable about what multi-level marketing is so that you can present it to other people and have a conversation about it. But one of the keystones to that chapter that I made a big note about that I took away is that the money is made in this business by sponsoring people over just recruiting people. And when you sponsor someone into the business, you're taking on the responsibility of teaching them and training them what this business is all about, because that is where the money is made, in the sharing and the teaching and training of other people within your organization and making a commitment to them. And you're able to do that by educating yourself about what network marketing is, because that's where the money is made, is by sponsoring over recruiting. I just wanted to point that out before we got into chapter 2, because that's a big takeaway I had from the first chapter, is that this is a business about sponsoring and helping and education, and that's the cornerstone as we move forward, is to really familiarize ourselves with the material in this book, because this is what we want to share with people and make a commitment to learning ourselves. So go ahead. I just wanted to throw that in.
Well, that's the perfect throw-in, John, because you know what? This chapter 2 presentation, this napkin presentation, is all about showing your prospect or your sponsor, your potential sponsor here, showing them exactly why it's so important to work with your people, that you are sponsoring your people, not to just go out there and get a whole bunch of people in your front line, because that's worthless. You're not going to grow an organization that way. What this presentation is going to show you is why it's so important to work with just a very few people and work with them to build what you're building the exact same way. And that's how you build an organization faster, stronger, and more powerful and profitable than by going out and signing up a whole bunch of people. The purpose of this napkin presentation is all about showing the person that, hey, listen, slow down there, Jackson. You don't have to go out and present this to 100 people. You only got to present this to a few people at a time, and you only want to bring in a certain small amount of people at a time. And that's the importance of this napkin presentation. This very first napkin presentation is to get that exact message to your person, because most people, as we talked about, most people will confuse network marketing with direct sales marketing. One sale equals one payday, and therefore they have to go out and get a whole bunch of people to sell to, and that's not how it works. Okay, and that's what this presentation. And so why are these called napkin presentations? They're called napkin presentations because you can be talking to your person anywhere. You could be at a taco stand or a Starbucks or at a bar or a restaurant. I mean, you could be anywhere, and you get this conversation like I talking about the game. Boom, you get the conversation geared towards network marketing, and the next thing you know, you reach over and you grab a napkin. There's always napkins laying around, right? And you do this presentation right there on a napkin. That's why they call these napkin presentations, and that's why they're so silly simple. Okay, so napkin presentation number 1 basically kind of goes like this. What you do As you say, okay, hey, we're talking about network marketing here, and your guy goes, oh, well, shoot, I'm not a salesman. I can't get out there and sell a bunch of crap to a bunch of people. And you're like, that's not all it's all about, dude. You don't have to sell a bunch of crap to a bunch of people, okay? You're only going to be working with a very few people. Like, if you come in here, I'm going to be working with you, one-on-one, you and me together, building your business, and that's how you're going to do it with the person you bring in. And you're only going to bring in one person. Actually, the best thing to do, we want you to, get two people, have two people to work with, right? And here's what happens. So if you have two people, right? You have 2 times 2. I'm not going to have enough room here. Can you guys see that? You can't see it worth crap, can you?
I could see it when you were move your body back closer, because it seems to focus in on you, and it clears it up. Yeah, if you can stay back like that, it like autofocuses or something, and I could see it more clearly.
2 times 2 is 4. So if I go out and I sign you, I'm talking to Joe here, I'm talking to John here, John. So if I sign you up, I've already got Fred, right? So I'm only working with you and Fred here, right? So that's 2 people. So if I work with you guys and I just teach you how to go out and get 2 people like I did, right? That's all I got to do is just teach you guys how to go out and get 2 people like I'm here getting you. And basically it's doing this exact thing that I'm showing you here. So if I go out, you've got 2, and each one of you go out and get 2, right? That creates 4 people. So then we have times 2 again. Now if I teach you how to go get 4 people, right? And then I teach you how to train your 4 people how to go get 2 people each, right? That's all we have to do, right? So then we have 8. One more time. Times 2 is 16. Now, I've taught you to go get 2 people, and then I've trained you how to teach your 2 people how they can go get 2 people, right? So then now I help you train your 2 people how to teach their 2 people how to get 2 people, and now you have 16 people in your organization. And you've only had to work with 2 people. So you don't have to go out and get a whole bunch of people. You're only working with 2 people, and all of a sudden, boom, you've got 16 people in your organization. Makes sense, right? And in actuality, look at this. You've got 16 and 8. You've got 24. You've got 28. Well, that's you right there. So you've got 28 people in your organization. Actually, if you started with me, you've got 30 people in your organization. That quickly, just by dealing and working with 2 people. Now, what if you add one more person? What if you went out and you worked with 3 people, and you taught them how to go get 3 people, right? All of a sudden, now there's 9 people in your organization. And then if you teach them how to train these 9 people, or if you train them how to teach these 9 people to go get 3 people, that's now 27. And then if you teach them how to go get 3 people, that's now what? 54, 64, 71? 71. Or is it 81? It's 81. Look at the difference here. 16 to 81.
I'm laughing, but it's awesome.
That's 50 more people in your organization, right? And you only worked with 1 more person. That's all you had to do. So you started out working with 2 people, and you got them going, and you said, you know what, I'm going to get 1 more person. You get 1 more person. You're only working with 3 people. You're only out there having to bring 3 people into this organization, and that's it. And all of a sudden, you've got 81 people in this organization. Now, what if you go get 1 more person? What if you get 4 people? 4 times 4, 16. So now you taught your people how to get 4 people, and now there's 16 people. Now you train your people how to teach their 4 people, right? And that's, what is that? That's 24. Carry the 2. That's 64. And then so you teach your people how to go get 4 people. They go get 4 people each. Then you train your people how to teach their people how to go get 4 people, and now there's 64 people. And then you help your people, you help your 4 people train their people how to teach their 4 people to get 4 people, and now you've got 16 here. The one 256 people in your organization. Look at the power of the increase with that. 16, 81, 25, and you've only added one more person. You're only working with one more person. You're only working with 4 people. You started with 2, you're working with 4. How difficult is it to work with 4 people? How difficult is it for you to go find and talk to 4 people? It's easy. You know 4 people, right? Just real quick, 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125, times 5 is now, I think it's 625 if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
625. 600, look at the increase there. Almost 3 times as much, more than 3 times as much maybe. And 625, that's not what you total up with. You got 625, you got 725, you got 750, you got 775. Am I doing that the right way? Yeah, you got 780 people. 780 people in your organization, and you're only working with 5 people. That's the power of network marketing. That's how a network marketing organization works. That's how you don't have to worry about going out there and selling to 100 people. That's how you're not selling anything. As you notice, I didn't say anything about selling anything to anybody, did I? I talked about teaching and training. That was it, to go get more people. And now you're saying, oh my God, now you're talking about a pyramid scheme because you didn't sell anything. There's no product moving. Wrong. If these people are in the organization, they're participating. They're using the product and service, okay? That's 780 people using your product and service. That's moving a lot of product and service. It's moving through your organization. That's how the network marketing system works, okay? So that's where that's why these companies use network marketing platforms, because we're the ones that are out there creating these organizations like this. And I mean, you take this to the next level, you take this down another level, and I mean, it goes to like in the thousands. And if you've got 5,000 people in your organization that are all using the product and service, and imagine if along the way, right, you're not going to, because everybody you talk to is not going to want to do this, but what if 10 people, what if you have to talk to 10 people before you can get one person, right? So you talk to 10 people, and they like the product and service, but they don't want to be in the business. So that's 780 people that all talked to 10 people that signed up to use the product and service before they found one person to actually be their 5. Now you have 7,800 people in your organization using the product and service. That's the power of it, okay? If you got 7,800 people using the product and service, that's a lot of volume moving. The company is very, 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 very pleased with you. And guess what? You're getting fat checks in your mailbox because they're so happy, because the way the system is set up to deliver off of all those people in your organization dollar bills into your pocket. So that's pretty much the napkin presentation number 2. There's a little bit more to it, but we're almost out of time here. So I'm going to throw this over to John, let him throw a few comments in on this. I think we'll go through this one more time. I'll have a better setup here that you can probably see this better. We'll run through it again. We'll add in the extras to it on Friday because this is probably the most powerful presentation in the whole book, which is why it's the very first presentation, because it really gets people excited about how easy this business is. And with that, I'm going to let, like I said, run it to John and close us out here with your comments and the prayer, John.
Awesome presentation, Paul. Absolutely. And the key thing about that presentation, Paul, is Paul showed us, and the reason, like he said, it's the first napkin presentation presented in our training manual, Own Your Life Plan, is because it shows how powerful and simple the network marketing system is. Now, simple the business may be, I understand it, to talk to people and get them involved in your organization. You get a lot of you, it may seem difficult because you've got to get out of your comfort zone. So it's a challenge. That's all it is. But here's the beautiful thing, people. Like Paul said, you don't have to worry about going out and sponsoring a whole bunch. Selling to a whole bunch of people. No, we're looking to only work with 5 gold chips. We may pick up customers along the way because we may have to talk to 10 to 20 people before we find our 5. We'll get into what the gold chip is later. Actually, I may be getting ahead. But your 5 people that are going to want to go out and sponsor 5 people each. So that's the magic number here, people, is we're not going out there looking to build a ginormous front line and sell this product to hundreds of people. We're actually just looking right now. Let's keep it simple and keep that number 5 in your mind. You want to find 5 dedicated people to add to your business and work with them, and don't worry about anything else. Find 5 people. That's simple. We're out of time, and we're going to, like Paul said, we'll get back into this napkin presentation a little bit more. It's powerful. I hope everybody understands the power behind this that Paul just showed us with the way these numbers add up. 5 people, that's all it takes. Put that in your mind. So
don't forget your list, John.
Right. I was actually thinking of this before the call, and we do have homework besides reading the training manual on your life plan. Is make a list of 10 people who you would love to be able to call up out of the blue and invite on a vacation, a cruise, or maybe a trip to Hawaii, something. Just think of 10 people you know right now that you'd love to be able to just call up and invite on an awesome vacation. That's your homework for Friday. We'll kind of explain things a little further on Friday. Great job on the presentation, Paul. And oh, universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth through the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever ends I may desire. All right, everybody, have a great week. See you here on Friday.